is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you slap a like on this for me. Well, the French Montana Drake and Joe Budden saga continues, with French Montana going up to Hot 97 with Ebro in the morning and Peter Rosenberg. And they all collectively kind of clown Joe Budden for going at Drake. Now, this isn't the first time that French Montana kind of poked at Joe, because if you remember 6 years ago, Joe Budden got punched in the eye by a Wu-Tang member, Raekwon, and I guess French said something on Twitter, and Joe Budden took it personally, and they kind of went at it. And then on the Just Soprano DVD, French Montana kind of takes some shots at Joe Budden. This was 6 years ago. So now he's kind of getting involved in another kind of tisk with Joe Budden through Drake, because Drake on French Montana's new track, No Shopping, says, pump it up, one hit wonder, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows my hits. He says something like that in the beginning. And it kind of brings French Montana into this beef, because now French Montana is being asked a lot of questions about it. So they brought it up on the Hot 97 and the Ebro in the morning. And French Montana said, I think Joe Budden's making that line about him, like he's taking it personal when it wasn't about him. And then Rosenberg was like, that's clear, he's doing that. And then Rosenberg was kind of going hard at Joe Budden. So
I would be like, yo, you really going at? I'm saying it wasn't. I think that Joe made it about him.
Well, that's for sure. That's confirmed. Well, because Joe been going at Drake for, months at this point. I think it started rap beef, just to be rapping.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like Joe be in a dark room just writing bars.
You just sweating with a tank top on going. Facts. He just put out. And then he'll periscope it. Snapchat and stuff.
I think he's already put out 3 songs so far. I think he's doing an entire Drake disc double album. It's gonna be like Life After Death.
The internet speculated that he was gonna go at.
Well, that's all it took for Joe to run it. Snapchat came out. He was like, it's working. Snapchat about me.
Joe Budden now has, he's going to go at the Hot 97 crew, Ebro and Peter Rosenberg, because they're obviously poking at Joe. Like Peter Rosenberg says, there's so many Joe Budden Drake diss tracks out now. What is he going to make, a double album going at Drake? And then they said, well, this track it surfaced in a Snapchat video 2 months ago, and French Montana was like, yeah. And then Rosenberg's like, that's all it took. That's all it took for him to snap about me. I need to get hot again. He says something like, if you listen to it closely, that's what he says. So they're all up there kind of clowning Joe Budden. Then French Montana says, I feel like Joe Budden's just in a dark room just writing bars. He wasn't really going hard at Joe Budden, I would say. I think it was mostly like Ebro and Rosenberg that were amping it up and instigating this. And it's going to come off like, and they titled it, French Montana Clowns Joe Budden, when he clearly wasn't just up there to clown Joe Budden. He's kind of being neutral about it, but Hot 97 is baiting it, and they're going to be responsible for this. So Joe Budden has, all the rights in the world to go at those guys now, So, and we'll probably hear a diss track tomorrow towards Hot 97, Ebro, Peter Rosenberg, or he'll be tweeting about it shortly. Anyways, what do you guys think about that? Listen to it for yourselves. And also make sure you look up French Montana clowning Joe Budden from 6 years ago on the Just Soprano DVD. And you'll see there is a history with this. And I hope Drake responds. Now that the No Shopping track is out, let's see if Drake responds to Hove and Joe Budden on a track that'll drop soon. Hopefully that happens. This is Triple Beam reporting the news as much as possible daily.